It's July 4th, 2024. Happy Independence Day, everyone. About 3 months ago, I did a walk-around video of my Sling TSi build. I thought I would do a follow-up today just to show the progress that I've made over the last 3 months. I won't spend a lot of time talking about the build itself. I did that on the first video, so you can go back and look at that. Why I chose the Sling, etc. But the summary of my build is that the wings and empennage are 100% complete, ready to be taken away for final assembly. And the fuselage is probably in the 80% range, something like that. So making good progress. I'm going to do this video in one take with mistakes, hopefully not too many. I'm not a big video person or a big editing person. There's some really great videos out there. This probably isn't one of them, but at least you get a sense of what my build looks like. I do have a very detailed build blog on the EAA website with tons of verbiage and lots of pictures. So that's really my primary go-to, but I know videos are popular right now, so here's one of mine. I've got a cheat sheet here, which hopefully I can remember everything that I wanted to mention. The fuselage, I'm going to say, like I said, is probably 80% or so complete. I'm at 1,300 hours on my build. I've been very carefully logging them in a app on my phone, so I know everything that I did every day. And so I guess that I'm at least 200 more to go. So I'll be 50% over the Sling estimate, which doesn't surprise me all that much. I'm a first-time builder and also pretty slow. I'm just really taking my time analyzing, maybe over-analyzing everything, but that's pretty much where I'm at. So the other thing that's noteworthy at this point is that the only pieces that I'm missing for the kit itself is the engine, prop, and firewall forward kit. All three are ordered. The engine and prop are sitting on the shelf in Torrance. The firewall forward kit is on a container ship. I'm monitoring its progress. It's supposed to be in the LA area sometime around the end of July. And so hopefully I'll have those three pieces here sometime in August. And that's gonna work out pretty well for timing. And then the other major component, of course, is the wiring harness and the avionics panel. And Midwest Panel is doing that for me. I put a deposit there first of the year, and they're gonna be ready sometime toward the end of the year to do that. So let's just take a quick walk around and see where I'm at. I was going to mention that I'm using the 915 IS. I know the 916 is popular right now. It wasn't available when I ordered my kit, and I looked into changing, but it was a pretty significant additional price increase. And quite frankly, the low wing has been using the 915 very successfully, and so I'm just sticking with it. Same thing with the Airmaster prop, not doing anything different there either. So let's just take a walk here. Like you can see, the canopy is on. That was a huge step and to get completed. Buddy and I painted the inside of it along with the doors, and then we got it Sikaflex on and all riveted in place. The main comment I'll make about that is it fit really well, but it did take some serious time to get it to fit just exactly right. And I would really encourage people to take the time to do that so that when you do get ready to glue it and rivet it in place, that's all pretty seamless. And for us, that went really well. I've got the doors all working, and I can open this one and grab onto it there. The inside is essentially complete. There isn't a whole lot left to do in here. I've got the side skins all in, the inside skins all in place. Those were, I would say, somewhat challenging. The front ones took some serious massaging to get in there to where they weren't all bent or oil canning, because it is a very thin material. But with some help of some other videos and build blogs, I was able to get some hints on those. The rear ones fit well with just minor tweaking. You can see I've got the seat belts on with the inertia reels all installed. That was interesting, unwinding those and feeding that through the canopy or the sides, and then putting it all back together again. But that all worked out quite well. You can see I also have the door latches all in place. Another interesting exercise, I had to get longer latches from Sling. The short ones that came with my kit just didn't work. They were too close to the top of the canopy. You also can see that I have the side ducts in place. A lot of discussion about what the heat and ventilation systems in these airplanes. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do yet, but in all cases, they do use the side vents or the side channels to move air to the back. Some guys put more down through the center. We'll see if I do that or not. I don't know yet. But at this point, I did put those in, and you can see the exits back there. One thing I did do, which is a hint from a number of builds, was to put some insulation on the back side of that, because that's just the outside skin of the canopy of the fuselage sides, which doesn't help with the heat situation. The luggage compartment is totally done. The cables are all stowed. I mentioned in my last video that I'm not putting a parachute in, but I did order the canopy with cables. So part of installing the canopy was stowing the cables up in that tray, and then hooking the other cables, one at the rear spar and the other one up at the firewall. So walking around a little bit more, I had the brakes on the last one, but now I've got the brake lines. They're all totally plumbed, ready to go. I just, within the last couple of days, put the luggage door on. I had to kind of laugh about that a little bit. The instructions said to bend it over your knee. Yeah, right, somebody way stronger than me would have to do that. I tried a couple of different ways of bending it manually and was not successful. I have a 24-inch box brake, and I ended up doing very, very gentle bends on the line that they provided, and then smaller bites along there. You can see my marks. And just taking real light bends on each one of those until it fit. And I'm really actually quite happy how that turned out. It turned out quite nice. Top skins are all on. That was another, I'm going to say, fairly challenging, because again, extremely thin, and it takes some work to get them on there to where they're flat without any oil canning or anything like that. And I'm happy to say that those turned out really, really well. They look great. Up on the top, you can just barely see it. I've got the COM1 antenna. I've got that base completely installed with the cable. COM2 is on the bottom. You can't really see it, but anyway, it's there. Walking around. Firewall, I have the engine mount on temporarily. That'll be coming off when I have the firewall forward components. There's the insulation that goes on there, plus a whole bunch of components. I did order the fuel manifold from Midwest, or their new company, and I actually just temporarily put that on within the last couple of days as well. So that's there, and will be ready when the additional plumbing is time to do. Going around to the other side, pretty much like that side. Again, the door latches are, you can see this one works. I'm happy with how it works. Both sides are about the same. And the other thing that I did, just to try to keep it to where it was fitting properly, is I taped pieces of the gasket material around to where I was getting an accurate representation of where the door would actually sit. So as I adjusted the latches, they came in properly. You can see the wires that I've got run for the interior lights. In the back, spent quite a bit of time on the rear seat belt. Rear seat back stops. The right-hand one fit fine. The left-hand one did not fit fine at all. There's a brace that's inside there that was off by quite a bit. Read on a number of other builds that they also had trouble with that. I ended up making a new piece. Again, I have the fabrication tools to be able to do that. On 16th, 6061, I bent up a new piece, and now it fits perfectly. I didn't rivet those in place. Midwest asked me to leave those loose because it makes it easier to fish the wires through that rear bulkhead for the headphone jacks and harness. Really nothing new on the inside. I think I had most of that done before. I did get the two Garmin autopilot servos, so those are installed. The one in the back, you really can't, it's sitting back there. And then the other one, which is here in the center, so pretty hidden. But those are in, and that was the time to do that. I did those actually before I had the sides on, when it was convenient to work in there. I really found out that it's quite inconvenient to work inside here with the sides on and everything. So the more you can do before the sides are on, the better off you're gonna be, trust me. I have the heater piece installed here. Like I said, still some discussion about how that's gonna be plumbed, but the basic elements are here. I think that's everything that I was gonna show. Like I say, it's making really good progress. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. Yeah, so that's it. I'll probably do another video in the next couple of months when I've got a bunch of stuff hanging off the firewall and I can work on the cowl and some of those pieces. And I'm gonna very quickly run out of things that I can do here in my garage, and then we'll be taking it for final assembly to another location. All right, thanks again, bye.